Well, good morning, everyone. Helga Dalla here from Advancing Health Naturally. I hope you're having an amazing Monday. Really excited to bring another live interview to you today. So I'll tell you a little bit about Sandra Santoro. I hope I've said that right, Sandra.
Yep.
Yes. Sandra's a proud mum. She's got 4 gorgeous daughters, so obviously her life's pretty busy. She's a former primary school teacher of 20 years, and she's
Yes.
very passionate about health and fitness. You were a fitness coach, and now you're an entrepreneur in the health and wellness space, which is fantastic. So welcome, and thank you so much for joining us this morning. I'm sure that all of our viewers, I've had a couple of people ask me about the topic that we're sharing today.
Yep.
Sandra is going to share how she got her feet back and now that she's dancing again. So she had plantar fasciitis. So we'll let her delve a little bit deeper into that. So we might start the interview. Would you share with the tribe here what your life was like before you actually found the NRF2 activator product?
Sure. Well, first of all, thank you, Helga, for having me on today and interviewing me. And I'm happy to share my story because it was life-changing for me. So before I started my NRF2 activator, I suffered chronically with plantar fasciitis in both my feet. One was worse than the other, but for about 2 to 3 years. So I had tried everything. I was in lots and lots of pain. That painful that there were days I couldn't even stand on my feet. So being someone that comes from a health and fitness background and, passionate about health, I couldn't do any of that. So that was very debilitating for me. And, when you can't do things that you want to do, if you've ever been in that situation, it creates a lot of other issues, and it's a bit of a downward spiral. And mentally, I was depressed, and I was putting on weight because I couldn't be active, and so it was very much that downward spiral. And I had cortisone injections as my last resort, and none of that helped me either. Unfortunately, it actually made it worse for me. So yeah, I was at a loss as to what to do.
Wow. So how did you actually find out about the NRF2 and what got you to actually to the point of saying, I'm going to give this product a go?
Yeah, okay. So a friend of mine, Kim, reached out to me. She actually wasn't reaching out to me in regards to that. It was for another post that she'd seen that I'd put up about my mum not being well. And so she reached out to me and she mentioned about inflammation and pain. And I thought, okay, well, this actually might help my feet because plantar fasciitis has a lot to do with chronic inflammation and pain. So I thought, you know what? I am at the point where I was willing to try anything because I was sick of feeling the way that I was feeling. And I basically just wanted my life back, So I went, okay, I'm going to give this a go. And I did. So best thing I ever did.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Kim, for introducing it to you.
Yeah.
Wow. So do you take any other products as well, or have you had, as a result of taking NRF2, have you actually, what I'll do is I'll just get you to share with the viewers how it has helped you and whether or not you've actually had to change any of your other supplements that you're taking as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before I'd started, I was quite, as I said, very active, very healthy. I was doing lots of running, which didn't help my plantar fasciitis. And I was quite conscious about the foods that I was putting into my body and using a lot of supplementation products. When I started the NRF2 activator, I decided to stop all of that because I wanted to know if this was really going to make the difference for me. So that was all I was taking. So I'll give you a bit of a background. So, mornings for me would be like I would have to spend 10 to 15 minutes stretching before I could actually get out of bed. I have a long hallway, and so I would spend the first few minutes of the day walking on the sides of my feet as well. Couldn't put my feet flat on the ground. Until my body kind of warmed up a bit and got into the routine of the day. But even then it was still painful, but I had learned to live with it. and I had learnt to manage it. So I started the NRF2 activator. Didn't notice anything initially, but I thought I'm just going to persist with this. I knew it was doing good stuff from the science that I had read about, so I was going to just stick with it. I also knew that it could possibly take 3 to 4 months for me to notice a difference, and I was prepared to give it that go. As I said, having tried so many things beforehand and spending money on all that, I thought, well, you know what, I've got to try this as well. So I did start to slowly notice, diminished pain. I was able to be a little bit more active, was able to stand on my feet for longer periods of time. The thing that really amazed me was, I always like it, that it was like a light bulb went off. It was 4 months to the day. Now you need to be on NRF2 activator for 1 month per 10 years of life. So I'm in my 40s. So 4 months to the day, I woke up one morning, and for some reason I didn't stretch. I just kind of jumped out of bed because the kids were at me, and I just, needed to get up and get busy, and walked down the hallway, just was doing what I normally do. And then I was in the kitchen, and I remember standing there going, oh, my feet. It was really weird. It was so weird. And I put my feet on the ground, and I was like, I don't have to walk on the sides of my feet, and I can put my feet flat on the ground, and I wasn't in any pain. And I was really kind of like, I didn't say anything to anybody because I thought they're just going to think I'm weird. And and I thought, okay, I'm just going to see what happens. And it has been like that ever since. And it's been 2 years. March. Be 2 years in March.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Wow. So I'm like, wow.
Yeah, and that's just an example of the time frame, like 4 months. Some people may see things within a couple of weeks, some people 4 months, some people 6 months. So good on you for sticking it out, and what incredible results. So had you heard of the term oxidative stress at all before you found this product?
No. Never before. I had not heard of it, didn't even know what it was until I started, researching a little bit more about what's this NRF2 thing, what's oxidative stress. And, which is really odd to me, because being in the fitness industry and being active, I didn't even realize that the more active you are, the more oxidative stress you produce in your body. So I was like, wow, okay, that makes a lot of sense now with my feet and all the rest of it. It kind of joined the dots for me. So that was, it was really interesting.
Yes, same for me. I was training for my first 80K mountain run. Now, how much oxidative stress was I creating, and I was not aware of it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, incredible. Yeah. So I also know that you love the product so much. You're like me. You're sharing it.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Why Vantage for you? Why did you decide to share the product?
I think the biggest thing for me is that it basically gave me my life back, and I was able to go back to the things that I loved doing again. And I thought, you know what, being in pain on a daily basis is horrible, and it's very debilitating. And if I can share this with people and help them to reduce their pain or even eliminate their pain like it did for me, and give them their life back, then that's what I need to do, because it was life-changing for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Same page as myself. Now, I will say to our viewers the disclaimer that we make no claims to treat, cure, prevent, or mitigate any disease. However, when oxidative stress is reduced in our bodies are really free to do amazing things. So you're happy dancing all the way now?
I am. I'm dancing. I'm rocking it out on that stage. When this mama gets a free night, I'm on that dance floor. No sore feet.
That's awesome. Now, is there anything else? Is there one last parting moment that you would like to share with anyone about your journey, or maybe somebody that has been looking but not actually quite thinking, I don't know if it's for me, that you'd like to share with the tribe?
Look, I think that the thing I want to say is that if you've been sitting on the fence about trying NRF2 activator, just give it a go. there are so many other things that I could share with you that I have benefited from, not just with my feet, with my sleep, with my energy, with my immunity system is second to none. Just give it a go, because there are so many benefits that you can gain from this.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you so much. And if anyone is interested in trying the product, please reach out to the person that introduced you to Advancing Health Naturally. If by chance you've forgotten how you arrived in the group, you can head over to and have a look at the members, and I can either help you or any one of the members. Just reach out to us and we'll gladly put you back in touch with the person that introduced you. But I'd like to say a massive thank you to all the viewers, and also for Sandra for sharing your story, because I know that even all of my old running buddies, they tend to soldier on and end up a lot worse. Yeah. So thank you very much. And if anyone has any questions, you can also put them below, and I'm sure that Sandra is more than happy to talk to you if you're struggling with the same. We're all here to help and support, because really we want to empower people to actually live a life pain-free and a happy life. So thank you again.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, everyone. Bye for now.
Bye. Bye.